Good, bright, and beautiful Monday to everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith, and this weekend was the most spectacular spring-like feel weekend that we've seen in a long time. In fact, one of the first ones that we've seen a stretch of great weather in a row for both Saturday and Sunday, and the fine spring-like beautiful weather conditions continue through this week. This is the video forecast discussion for Monday, April 18th, 2016. Absolutely nothing but azure blue skies across the forecast region late this morning. Lots of sinking and drying air in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere. Compression means the temperature is going to go well into the 70s today away from the immediate coast. Absolutely no precipitation as high pressure is parked right over the forecast region this morning, and the high will continue to dominate our weather through most of the week. Watches, warnings, and advisories out on our coastal waters. We have small craft and hazardous seas advisories here for the New Jersey and Long Island coastal waters, the open ocean waters until 6 p.m. this evening. For northwest winds at 5 to 10 knots, becoming northeast early this afternoon, then becoming southeast at 4 to 6 feet, mainly in an east swell with a dominant period of 12 seconds. We can see this showing up on some of the observations this morning right off the coast. Pollen forecast for today: maple, juniper, and poplar are the top allergens from the trees sprouting out and broadcasting throughout the region today. It's very high at 11.2. It's even going to get higher than that tomorrow at 11.5. Forecast for the rest of the week on the high side as well. And if you live in the central portion of the nation with our deep upper level low across Colorado, we've got watches and warnings in portions of Colorado and New Mexico, and just a slew of damage reports coming in from the central high plains all the way down to the Texas Arklatex area. We've had reports of, look at all these watch boxes. These are severe thunderstorm watch boxes out in these regions. We have a couple of watch boxes for tornadoes as well. We'll get into the storm reports in this area in just a moment. Meanwhile, high pressure with this upper level low in place across Colorado is building the ridge over the eastern United States, and the ridge axis is focused just directly right on top of us. So outside of just a few high cirrus clouds across the region, high dry sinking air in place will remain in the forecast region over our part of the woods here for most of the rest of the week. These are some of the storm reports from yesterday. Look at all this hail, damaging hail across central and southeastern Texas here. Flood watches of rainfall in the amount of 3, 4, 5 inches of rain across central and southeastern Texas, including the Houston area and Austin, famous area there for music, and the scene there with flooding rains yesterday. And more rain across Kansas and into the northern branches, parts of here of Oklahoma. We've had also portions of Nebraska and Kansas with very heavy rain and flooding. And of course in the mountains here from Wyoming down through Colorado and into New Mexico, several inches to a foot of snow has fallen in these locations. Incredible amounts of snow in this region as well, with this very strong deep upper level cutoff low. On the aviational weather deck for today, VFR conditions throughout the period. Light variable winds overnight and may become calm in many areas again. Winds should become more north and northwest after daybreak at 5 to 10 knots this morning, and a sea breeze may end up forming during the day, leading to southeasterly winds for a few hours near the coast and the Delaware back bays here. Winds will shift to more of a westerly direction for tonight. Tuesday through Thursday, VFR north to northwest winds Tuesday, becoming light and variable Wednesday, southwesterly on Thursday, gust up to 20 to 25 knots late morning and afternoon hours, both Tuesday and Thursday. Thursday night and Friday, potential for sub-VFR conditions with a few showers and perhaps an isolated thunderstorm. But most of this week will be precipitation free and warm. Right now, Newark is warm, 69 degrees, 2.33 humidity, 26%. The wind is northeast at 9, and clouds are over at 25,000 feet. Otherwise, it's just absolutely gorgeous out there. Philadelphia is also 69, 2.34 humidity at 27%. Wind northeast at 12, few clouds at 26,000 and 30,000. Otherwise, generally beautiful flying conditions. Forecast charts from the Weather Prediction Center. Here's our big storm system with our cutoff low here across Colorado. Snow in the mountains, rain to the south and to the north, and of course all of severe weather across the central and southern plains today, right down through the southeastern central United States, including the chances for isolated thunderstorms that could be producing very heavy rain and also tornadic activity across southern Texas. So this whole area thatched in will be monitored. Meanwhile, high pressure over the eastern United States from the Ohio Valley east to the coast, dominating our weather with plenty of warm sunshine and just a few high cirrus clouds across the region. A backdoor cold front coming through early Tuesday morning, but generally high pressure is still in control of the forecast region. You can see this big storm system getting cut off from the main flow here with an omega block here in place across the country. And as a result, this is heading into southeastern Canada into the block that's already in place, and will have very slow progress or influence on our weather this week. Just a few areas of weak cold fronts slipping southeast across the forecast region, but high pressure will be dominating right through Thursday, Friday, and Saturday into the weekend with very minimal impacts. This area of low pressure and a backdoor cold front may cross the area with a few light scattered showers on Friday night, early Saturday morning, but basically bone dry. And high pressure will continue to move into the forecast region over the weekend, dominating our forecast with generally dry weather. Near normal temperatures over the next 6 to 10 days across the northern mid-Atlantic region, and that's a result of the block and backdoor cold fronts here. Warmer as you head through the central and southern portions of the forecast region of the northern mid-Atlantic, and below normal precipitation over the next 6 to 10 days. Over the next 8 to 14 days, near to above normal in the temperature department, and basically near to below normal in precipitation. GFS forecast in motion. Basically very little influence on our weather over the next couple of days. It's just a reinforcement of high pressure over the forecast region. By the time we get into later Thursday, perhaps early Friday, we could see a few light rain showers develop into our region as warm air tries to take over with isentropic lift and weak frontal systems moving through the region. But most of the region should remain precipitation free with very little influence. More high pressure begins to build in across the region again. Now, the difference between the polar stream here and our block, with our omega block here and these storm systems cutting in and then up north towards the block, means that the northern mid-Atlantic area will be subjected to near normal temperatures, while central and southern areas of the forecast region will be at or above normal in temperature and below normal in precipitation as we head into the next several days into the early part of next week as well. So I'm going to scram out of here and enjoy the weather outside myself. For everything live, it's GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. Have a spectacular Monday.